floor price removal would affect the space and operations of the authority. It's not true.
Are you assuming that the market is not rational and that the players do not know to what levels their prices are sustainable to sell, and so you must dictate to them? Leave them to set their own prices based on their economies of scale and other factors. How they source their products is not standard. That is not the same. Some will buy on credit, some will pay cash. So while some will get it cheaper, others will have a bit of an overhang cost to it. So if you're saying that they should all sell at the price you determine, then it's not deregulation. If I bought product 2 months ago, I've not been able to sell, and I can use a window to clear out my stock and still be able to recoup the money, especially at a time like this when the city is relatively stable or doing well. I should be allowed to sell my product and pay for my suppliers. Somebody has brought me product. It's been with me for 2-3 months. I've not been able to sell it. The person brought it to me at the time the dollar was 12. Now it's 11. I want to reduce it. You say don't reduce it. Unfortunately, the floor pricing mechanism is not benefiting the consumer because some of the OMCs have told you boldly that they could have gone down even further. Yet the MPA says don't go down. So who is the MPA protecting really? The market is telling you they could have gone down if you leave them. If you have a reason to believe that they are doing wrong things in order to go down, you can ask for, an audit.
This brings us to the end of the Energy News segment. My name is Mabel, and our Health News is up next. Thanks for watching.
I'm pleased to introduce to you Cancer Mixture, a herbal mixture for arthritic pain.
Arthritis, me. Cancer Mixture, no, Cancer Mixture, no, Cancer Mixture.
Yeruba Biara na no duro ho, Morio ya or arthritis. Cancer Mixture, obey your juma when you put it inside. I'm a place in the grand. And if you did Vienna menu on your map, for your button, I want one menu for. First, baby, I'm from, and I report what DA happened.
And now the health news. Parents of the late Edward Comey, who was diagnosed with cancer of the muscle, are appealing to the public to financially support them to pay back monies they owe creditors. Edward, who battled cancer of the muscle for over a year, passed away due to financial constraints.
Comey's father, Daniel Amasitete, said his son, who was diagnosed with cancer of the muscle at the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital, died of difficulties. The financial burden associated with his medical expenses was overwhelming for the family. This prompted Edward's father to borrow an amount of 27,000 cedis from his neighbors for his son's treatment. Unfortunately, Edward passed on because his parents couldn't afford the required 40,000 cedis for his surgery. Daniel Amasitete, Edward's father, says he has not been able to pay back the loan and has been arrested twice by the police for failing to repay. He is appealing for support to clear the 27,000 cedis owed his creditors. Daniel Amasitete is appealing to the general public, corporate bodies, and individuals for financial support.
Kenklemada mo fe mo se ye wa mo ni e wa mi be mi ni bi Edward Comey ela e ba mo le anukwale keje 2023 man bi e wa mo fe mo ye bua shin e ba she ku o agbene e na wa mo nye e afa ta mo boni san e fa ni be ke e ka ba je mi sha agbene bi mo le yese ninu e wo attack wo Dana Yeshia Biakeba. Your money cash 27,000 in your money. Nissan Wowo. Dana Inuafa ye ke loan amentwawo na menye wo se police ebaje no wo kan fuma bi fan na menye buawo kuna fe ni wonye wo ye
Momo number 0244 069 655 or 0502 864 602 with registration name Daniel Amasetete.
The health segment was brought to you by Jamvita and Trust Jehovah Herbal Center. We'll take another break, and when we come back, the international stories will be next. On the foreign front, South Africa has declared a national disaster over torrential rains and floods that have killed at least 30 people in the country's north, damaged the roads and bridges. The worst impact is in the northern province of Limpopo and Mpumalanga, where the fatalities occurred. Part of South Africa and neighboring Mozambique experienced heavy rains for weeks that resulted in severe flooding in central and southern Mozambique, South Africa. More than 100 people have died in the three countries since the rains began late last year. The floods in northern South Africa caused the closure of the Kruger National Park and the evacuation of hundreds of tourists and staff members from flooded camps to other parts of the park. In Spain, at least 39 people have died in
at least .73 people were taken to hospital, 24 of them seriously injured of the second train into an embankment. Mr. Puente said most of those killed and injured were in the front carriages of the second train, which was traveling from Madrid to Huelva. Rescue teams said the twisted wreckage of the trains made it difficult to recover people trapped inside the carriages. The official cause is not yet known. An investigation is not expected to determine what happened for at least a
Now, Labour MPs have called on the Prime Minister to impose a ban on under-16s access to social media platforms. In an open letter to Sir Keir Starmer on Sunday, the 61 MPs said successive governments had done too little to protect young people from unregulated, addictive and social media platforms.
The over 60 Labour MPs urged the Prime Minister to follow the example of Australia, which brought in a ban in December. Several other countries are said to be considering similar laws. Sir Keir has not ruled out introducing a ban, saying all options are on the table. The House of Lords is likely to vote this week on a cross-party amendment that would implement an Australia-style ban in the UK. The MPs said that around the world, governments are recognizing the severity of the crisis and taking action, noting Australia's ban and that Denmark, France, Norway, New Zealand and Greece are expected to follow suit. The UK's risk being left behind on the issue, the MPs wrote. It is the latest example of political pressure on the government to propose a social media ban. However, several children's charities and online safety organizations have voiced opposition to a blanket social media ban for under 16-year-olds.
The Ghana Chess Association has crowned new national champions following the conclusion of this year's National Chess Championship in Accra. The tournament brought together some of the country's finest chess talents. highlighting both experience and emerging stars.
Our new national champion. He goes by the name Bernard Ansred.
It's very wonderful. This is my 7th time playing the Nationals. I started playing in 2015. That was the first time. And then from 2019, I had been able to make the podium, but I had never won the championship.
The recently concluded National Chess Championship showcased high-level competition as players from across Ghana battled for national honors. In the open category, candidate Master Bernard Henry emerged champion, finishing with an impressive 7.5 points to secure the top spot. He was followed by Akpa Prince in the second place, whilst FM John Hashford and CM Fomevo Cephas Clinton tied for third. In the women's category, woman candidate Master Maud Benson claimed the national title with 7 points, reaffirming her status as one of Ghana's leading female chess players. She shared the top score with 10-year-old Witham, whilst women candidate Master Gertrude Banini placed third. The junior category also saw strong performances, with Bernard Bainiotu winning the junior title, a promising sign for the future of chess in Ghana. The top 5 players in both open and women's category will go on to represent Ghana, known as the Golden Knights, as the 46th World Chess Olympiad in Samarkand, Uzbekistan later this year. The Director General of the National Sports Authority, Mr. Yao Mpofuankra, praised the organizers and commended the growing youth participation in chess, pledging continuous support for the sport.
Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I spent a few hours instead of a few minutes because of, the shadow. Really gripping. It's not a contact sport, but the energy of the tactics, the way they try to outwit each other kept me on my seats, and very excited, very excited. I know for those of us, and I'm included, who are not chess players, as it were, today has given me another reason to play more. For a 10-year-old to get to the final, for it to go to a tie break, and almost as in penalties, 3 rounds of penalties and still couldn't decide. Very, very exciting. So I wish the Chess Association all the best. They've done great and they need more support. And I think developing young minds through strategic play is something that we can use in everyday life.
The president of Ghana Chess, Mr. Philip Ameku, was excited about the growth of the sport in the country.
This is the most interesting final because we have brand new winners in all categories, both the male, the female, and it's the starting of a new story we are telling for Ghana Chess. The foundation is very solid because, trust me, when we play this championship again, we'll have a new winner. That's the level of competition we have. And I'm very proud of our achievement. I'm proud of the players. I'm proud of all the technical officials that are supporting the federation.
The Ghana Chess Association also expressed appreciation to its arbiters, sponsors, media partners, and organizers, including Madam Christiana Ashley, for making the championship a success. The association says preparations are already underway to ensure Ghana's representatives make a strong showing on the world stage.
In cricket, Royal King Punjab Cricket Club have been crowned champions of the Senior Men's Division 3 T20 League after a 5-wicket victory over Achimota Cricket Club in the final played on Sunday, January 18, 2026.
Achimota Cricket Club won the toss and batted first, posting a total of 139 rounds, all out in 18.4 overs. Their innings showed promise early on, but consistent pressure from the Royal King Punjab bowlers restricted the scoring and led to the regular wickets. Chasing a target of 140 rounds for victory, Royal King Punjab Cricket Club responded with a comprehensive batting performance. They reached 140 for 5 in 19.2 overs, successfully completing the chase to secure the title. The 5-wicket win sealed the championship for Royal King Punjab Cricket Club, bringing an exciting conclusion to the Senior Men's Division 3 T20 League organized by the Ghana Cricket Association. Captains shared their experiences with us.
Getting the best bowler, best batter, and then the MVP as well is something major, but at the long run, team comes first, isn't it? And it didn't go our way, sadly.
It's a proud moment as a Punjab team, and we have a good player in our team, and especially this is our first tournament win in Achimota, Ghana. So the next Division 2, it's a new challenge for us. So we are ready for the new challenges, and inshallah we will give our best to keep our position on the top in that division.
The best bowler, best batter, and MVP accolade went to Obed Harvey from Achimota Cricket Club. The teams were presented with an undisclosed amount of cash, some goodies from sponsors, and the glittering trophy at stake.
In entertainment, the Ghana Police Service has been honored with a musical tribute for its effort in maintaining national peace and security. A gospel musician, Grace Ashi, presented the song to the police administration in Accra. The Inspector General of Police accepted the tribute and reaffirmed the service's commitment to professionalism and public safety.
The presentation, marked by an emotional a cappella performance, brought smiles and applause from officers, with some dancing to keep the rhythm, a rare celebratory moment within the National Security Command. Accepting the tribute, Inspector General of Police, COP Christian Tetayonu, thanked the artist and her ministry for recognizing officers' sacrifices nationwide. He read partnerships, noting that citizen encouragement boosts officer morale.
Today, I assure you, you cannot bribe the policeman anymore. If you attempt to bribe the policeman, he will disgrace you. He wants promotion. We want to be one of the best guys in
the ceremony, sparking a heartfelt, creating a rare moment of joy and camaraderie.
When danger is present, you face on the go. In every command, your integrity shows. True trials and storms, your resilience glows. Ghana Police.
For Grace Ashley, the song is a heartfelt message of appreciation and prayer for those who risk their lives daily to protect the nation.
The nature of my job alone gives me enough to say thank you to Ghana Police. Let us respect Ghana Police. Let's abide by their laws.
Grace Ashley Ministries plans to release the song publicly, hoping to foster greater respect, cooperation and trust between citizens and the Ghana Police Service.
Also in entertainment, a dancehall artist Charles Ni Amamensa, popularly known as Shatta Wale, has sued colleague industry personality and radio presenter Abubakar Ahmed, aka Black Rasta, for defamation and is seeking damages of 100 million Ghana cedis. The suit follows claims by Shatta Wale that Black Rasta labeled him a fraudster and used other data posted on social media platforms belonging to the radio presenter in December 2025.
Court documents filed by lawyers of Shatta Wale states that on December 15, 2025, a video titled Self-Conf indicates that within 24 hours after the said video was posted, it had generated over 150,000 views, 1,000 plus comments, and over 6,000 likes on Facebook, and over 27,000 views, friends, and over 600 likes on YouTube. Shatta Wale claims in the said video that Black Rasta was allegedly heard, tarnishing his reputation. The dancehall artist also said that Black Rasta stated in the video that he, Shatta Wale, knows all, and also made a comment in the local Hausa language, which he Black Rasta translated into English as the friend of a thief is also a thief. The document continues that Black Rasta proceeded to claim that people such as Hajia For Real, Dada Joe aka Remix, Kofi Boat and Abutrika, who are alleged to be fraudsters, are friends with Shatta Wale.
It's been an hour of news brought to you by GBC News and GTV. My name is Gifty Hiji. Thank you so much.